Emmerdale fans have begun to work out what really happened to Anthony Fox as he was supposedly buried by John Sugden earlier this year. The character was killed by his daughter ruBie after it was revealed he had sexually abused her when she was a child. In a heartbreaking turn of events, Anthony was actually the biological father of ruBie and Caleb's daughter Steph, leaving the family devastated. Aaron Dingle and John Sugden were also involved in the plan to cover up ruBie's tracks, and it was John who ended up disposing of the body in the woods. Fans took to social media following the dramatic realization that Anthony could still be alive, or if someone in the village is playing a cruel trick. One viewer wrote, "Those flowers are definitely from John. He was looking shifty in the pub when Caleb and ruBie were there." More added to the conversation on X, "I think John sent those flowers." It comes as no surprise that John was named as the first suspect, given his terrifying behavior in recent episodes. The character has been hiding his true persona after months of lies and deceit. Everyone in the village, including his fiancée Erin, are clueless as to what he is really capable of. It has recently been revealed that John is responsible for Nate Robinson's death. This week, John plotted for Jacob to go into anaphylactic shock. He later came to the rescue and everyone in the village thought he was the hero. It seems that John finds pleasure in harming people, before coming to save their life. After seeing the bouquet delivered to the Milligans household, many viewers pointed their fingers at John, assuming it was one of his calculated plans. But other fans are considering if Anthony is still alive, and indeed sent the flowers himself. One suggested, could Anthony still be alive? John is not exactly to be trusted. Poor ruBie and Steph. More agreed, I'm beginning to think John didn't bury Anthony and Dom. Imagine if Anthony is still alive. It would make sense that Anthony could still be alive, if John had decided to save his life and feel like the hero again. Viewers will have to wait until next week's episodes to find out Anthony's true fate, and whether John is really who he says he is. Earlier in the week, John visited the hospital to see a mysterious patient. He said, "You and me, what are we going to do? Or what am I going to have to do?" The cliffhanger meant viewers began to make their own predictions about who the new character may be, and how he will fit into the lives of the villagers. One wrote, "I'm wondering if that's the real John Sugden." More added to the conversation on X, "Has John been an imposter this whole time? Is that the real John Sugden in a hospital bed?" Speaking about the hard-hitting storyline, Oliver Fonworth, who portrays John, said, "Obviously, what happened with Nate to all intents and purposes was an accident, but there's no way that John dealt with it, or is continuing to deal with it, in the right way. Not just from a legal point of view, but from the point of view of the families that will be affected. There will certainly be a lot of fallout from that," he continued. "There's lots of big stuff coming up. I guess with the sort of web that John's woven for himself in the back of his mind, he's anticipating people to start being suspicious, secrets to come out and people to start finding things out.